What is up, Slime Pack Nation? Listen, we back with another trucking collab vlog, y'all. I haven't dropped a collab vlog in a few weeks, which was basically last month of August, but this is going to be my first collab vlog for the month of September. I had to give a little break so I could put out my content, and now we back to releasing some collab vlogs. I got like 3 other people lined up, but in today's video, we're gonna be talking to a female trucker, and I'm gonna be asking her some questions, and she just gonna go with the flow and answer them however she feels. So be sure to pause this video, go over to her channel, subscribe, like, leave a comment, let her know that Slime Pack sent you, and yeah, let's get to the video.
What is poppin', Slime Pack Nation? It's your favorite cousin, Lady Luck, aka the Street Prophet, aka the Highway Honey. Let's get into these questions. But before we get into these questions, if you have not already subscribed to Slime Pack Nation, stop what you're doing right now. Make sure you head down to the bottom of the page and smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Slime Pack Nation would love to have you as a sub. Let's get into it. For those of you who don't know, let me introduce myself. I am Lady Luck, aka the Street Prophet, aka the Highway Honey. Before I get started, I would like to thank Slime Pack Nation for allowing me to share my experience on the platform with you all. Shouts out to Jazz. You are the real MVP, honey. You did your big one with this one. Also, shouts out to the Lady Luck community. Without y'all, there would be no me. I'm a female truck driver, as you can see. I've been driving trucks now for about 5.5 years. I know a lot of y'all think I'm new to the game, baby. I'm not new to this. I know a lot of y'all think that I'm new to the YouTube scene. Not new to that either. So, story time. Not only am I a female truck driver, but I am a digital creator, and I'm also something like a comedian. I don't like to say that I'm a comedian. That's what my folks be saying, because I don't like titles and stuff. I just feel like I'm like the favorite cousin at the barbecue that everybody wants to sit next to, and I just be popping my shit. That's it. My folks over at the Lady Luck community already know this, but since y'all are a new audience, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know as well. One thing about me, Bookie, I do not lie to kick it. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. I'm gonna let you know what that thing hitting on. I ain't gonna put no cut on that thing. I'm not one of those people to jump on the internet and fake in front and, you know, tell people what they want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. I have a very strong personality. I am very blunt and outspoken. I'm just one of those realists. I'm gonna tell you what that thing is really hitting on. Which leads me to my first question. Question number 1. Jasmine wants to know what made me interested in trucking. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. So I started trucking back in 2015. I drove from 2015 to 2020. I started with a company called Celadon Trucking. You guys probably know about that company. They're no longer around, thank God. They had a school over in Indianapolis, Indiana. And I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with y'all, honey. I was down and out. I was really effed up in my finances. Like, I was really doing bad. Your girl was doing bad. But my daddy been driving trucks since I was a jit. So at the time he was driving, and he told me about a trucking company that was hiring, not only hiring, but it was a school. Back then Celadon had a school, and on the trailers they had big letters, big blue letters, free CDL schooling. Honey, baby, wasn't nothing free about that thing, but we'll get into that later. He called me and told me that the school was looking to hire folks, and I was in a situation and I was just like, fuck it, let me just do it. I really just walked into the trucking industry not really taking it serious, to be all the way real with y'all. I really just was in a situation and I was like, you know what, fuck it. One thing about me, I always had my license, clean license, regular license. I had my driver's license since 19, so I had fit all the criterias that the school was asking for at the time. So I was just like, fuck it, let's do it, run it up. Boom. So hit up Celadon. They flew me out to Indianapolis. I was living in Atlanta, Georgia at the time. I went to the school for about 6 weeks. I walked into it. It was a joke. I was just doing it for shits and giggles, and ended up really being a natural at it, which is crazy. I never driven a stick a day in my life. Then I get in this ProStar International, and I'm talking about floating gears and everything. You hear me? I was driving a 13 speed like I was a natural at it. It was natural. I don't know where I get it from, but yeah. That's how I originally walked into the trucking company. After I actually got into it and realized I was good at it, I just been rocking with it ever since. So I drove from 2015 to 2020. I took a little break from trucking back in 2020 for 3 years, and then I recently just got back into trucking this year, February of this year. For those 3 years that I took the time off, I had started creating. I tapped into my creative side, which is my YouTube channel. I do something called EDS, Everyday Situations, Motivation with a Twist of Comedy. That is where the comedy comes from, the laughter, the jokes, that's that side. I worked on content creating from 2020, and I'm still currently creating it now. I was going through a situation with a guy. He kind of like broke me down to my knees, and he opened me up to my spiritual journey. He opened me up to tap into gifts that I didn't even realize I had, honey. That's what people would do to you. Some people would come in your life for a reason or a season, but I ain't bitter or salty or nothing. I'm actually happy he did what he did, because I wouldn't be who I am right now. I wouldn't be in this position that I am in right now. So shouts out to him. I ain't gonna say the nigga name, but shouts out to him or whatever. But yeah, so that's how I started. I started the content creating. I started doing EDS, and I just literally like blew up overnight type of situation. I started with YouTube. I always had my Instagram. My Instagram is more like for my personal use. And then I started the TikTok page, and then I started, first it was YouTube, after TikTok. I just was uploading videos on there, and wasn't really no action going on. Shit was dry as hell, to be honest. Then you know, a year went by, 2 years went by. I started the TikTok page, and I was posting on there, but not as frequent as I was on YouTube. And when I first walked into the situation, I wasn't like, okay, I got a goal in mind. I want 100,000 subscribers. I want this many likes. I want this. No, that was never my intentions. Really, I was in a very depressing state in my life at that time, and I just wanted to find a way to not be bitter and hurt and angry. So I found a way to tap into my creative side. I turn pain into power. And see, there are two types of people in this world. You have people who are strong individuals, and you have people who are powerful individuals. Strong individuals are people who they survive. You know, they get through it. They're tough. They're in survival mode. Man, they did everything they had to do to survive. They made it through. A powerful person is a person who can turn their house, their tribulations, their suffer, their pain, and turn it into a positive. I am a powerful individual. I found a way to turn my pain into power. Instead of being bitter and hurt and angry, I tapped into my creative side, and I turned a negative into a positive. And now, me turning my pain into power has helped so many individuals. I found a way to help people throughout my pain and my struggle, to help other people who are currently in the same situation, or if not worse, as a survival guide to help them get through whatever they're going through, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? So that was the birth of Lady Luck. And then I just went like 3 years, 4 years went by, and I just been content creating. I made a little makeshift office at my house, and I didn't have a job at the time. I would just focus, head down, focus on EDS, focus on content creating. So my YouTube channel is about 4 or 5 years old as well. So I might as well go ahead and tell y'all who I work for. I currently work for Western Express, aka Welfare Express. This leads me into my next question. So the next question Slime Pack Nation wants to know is, what has been my experience with Western Express, and will I recommend them to any drivers, any new drivers? I know y'all about to drag the company, honey, and I'm used to it at this point. Y'all got to know that I go through this on a daily basis on my YouTube channel with folks that's just yap. You should have did this. That company. Whoop. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all though. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this thing, and I'm not gonna act like this thing is the greatest. Western is bottom of the barrel for experienced drivers. Yes, indeed. But just like every other company, Western has their pros and their cons. Yes, they got pros. One of the pros that I like personally, they give people a chance. They hire little to any and everybody, honey. And you know, you got so many people that are in so many different situations, that have felonies, that have DUIs, that's fresh out of school, that don't have no experience at all. They need a company to work for, you know, and a lot of companies won't pay them no mind, but Western, Welfare Express will hire you, Bookie. Just as long as you ain't hit a bridge, they gonna hire you. Baby, you can have one good working eye, don't know how to read, missing the pinky toe. These motherfuckers will hire you. I'm so serious. Just as long as you ain't hit a bridge, Bookie, you hired. Consider yourself hired. I like that about them. You know, not a lot of companies will give you a chance or, you know, take that risk on you. And I do like the fact that they do give people a chance. You can learn something from everybody in every situation, good or bad. Period. Y'all can say what y'all want about the company and I should have this and I should have that. You don't know my story. You don't know why I'm here, why I choose to do what I need to do for me. Okay? Different strokes for different folks. What did not work for you might work for me and vice versa. One thing about people, they jump into situations and it might be bad timing. They might not have all the information that they need at the time. They might not have the knowledge that they need at the time and they fail. And people tend to take their failures and try to push it off on other people and reflect that off on them. Just because it did not work for you doesn't mean it's not going to work for me. Like I said, different strokes for different folks. One thing about trucking, Bookie, everybody got a story. It's like being in jail. Everybody got a story. Some stories are true and some stories are fabricated. It's like you can't go off of what the next driver has experienced and apply that to your driving experience, because that's not how it works. I feel like in the trucking industry, every driver has their own unique story that is tailor-made specifically for them. You can drive 10 years and I can drive the same 10 years, but you can experience some things that I have never experienced and vice versa. One thing about me, I am a very open-minded person. I don't go off of what they say, thee say, he said, she said, purple said, green said. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I am not concerned about what happened with you and your experience or any of that. I'm doing what works for me and what's best for me. And while I'm here at Welfare Express, I am going to make the best out of the situation why I am here. Let me get into why I am here. So I told y'all I was off of the truck for 3 years. And I do have a previous 5 years experience. But unfortunately, when you coming back into the game, you got to at least have a recent 3 to 6 month experience for a company to take you serious. So when I came back into the trucking industry from taking my break, it was like I was a student, like I was brand new to the game. Nobody would take me serious. Nobody would hire me. But Western gave me a chance, and I gotta, give them their props. I gotta give them their flowers, give credit when credit is due. They gave me an opportunity and a chance to get my feet back wet, to get back in the game. And right now, I'm just using it as a stepping stone to get where I need to be. Also, I am in the lease purchase program. I know y'all gonna drag that too, honey, but it's all right. It's all right. Different strokes for different folks. I just am at a point in my life where I want to level up all across the board. I done did company for 5 years. I wanted to experience something different. What is it like to be a big dog? What is it like to own a truck? I want to own everything I do. I ain't no perfect job for me. I am the job type shit. I don't want to rent. I want to own a home. I don't want to work for anybody. I want to be my own boss. So this is a step towards becoming my own boss. If this shit was for everybody, everybody would be doing it. Just period. You have people that are meant to be workers, and you have people that are entrepreneurs, meant to be leaders, meant to be bosses. Those are the people who take chances. I am a risk taker. So yes, I'm in the leasing program for Western Express, and it is what it is at this point. Yes, they got a lot of bullshit with them. We're not gonna deny that. We're not gonna sit here and act like this company is lollipops and rainbows, cause it ain't, honey. It's a lot of good tomfoolery that goes on with these folks. But it's like every company got shit with them. No matter from the good to the bad, you can do a survey of every trucking company in the industry, and you can go down the list and ask different drivers what their experience is at each company. And I can guarantee you, every driver is going to have something good to say about the company and something bad to say about every company, not just Western. So with that being said, I do what works for me. You got to pick your poison. I just wanted a bigger piece of the pie. What can I do to maximize my pay while I am here for the time being that I'm here with Western Express? I can easily walk away and go somewhere else and get another job, but I'm not a quitter. Just like you hear all the negative comments and all this negative stuff that people be saying about Western Express and you also have success stories. You also have people who are successful with Western Express, believe it or not. Same thing with the lease purchase program. You have a lot of people that have a lot of negative things to say about the leasing program, but you don't ever hear about the success stories, because there are some out there. People just put shine so much light on the negativity that the positivity gets unnoticed, and I don't think that's fair. I actually want to be a success story for Western Express. I want to own my truck. Like I said, I'm at a point in my life where I'm just leveling up all across the board. So I want to be one of those stories that say, yeah, I paid for my truck, and yeah, I'm an owner. I'm up there with the big dogs now. You know, that's what I want to do. That's my goal. You might not have the same goal. Like I said, you don't know my story, I don't know yours. I'm not going to compare the two either. I know what works for me, and I know what I'm working towards, and that's just the end of that. I'm also considering becoming a trainer over here at Western Express. So one thing about Western Express, not only did they allow me the opportunity to get back in the game, but it also opened up so many other doors that I didn't see coming. When I first started with Western Express, my mindset was, let me get these recent 3 months, and let me get the fuck on type shit. But when I came in, I ended up realizing that they had the lease purchase program, and they also have the balloon situation where you can walk away from the truck if it's not for you, because leasing is not for everybody. Hell, trucking ain't for everybody. And I'm just gonna say this, trucking is not for sissies, just period. You gotta have some thick skin to get out here and do what we do, okay? And then let alone being a female. That's a whole nother topic. I'm gonna say that for later on in the video. But yeah, I found out they had the leasing situation going on, and it's a balloon. If it's not for you, you can walk away with no penalties. They did no credit check. They did no money down and shit. That was a steal for me. Everybody don't have $30 and $40 and $50,000 just to walk up into a dealership and just drop 50 bands, 30 bands on a truck and just zoom on off. Everybody is not fortunate like that. So some people do go this route because this is the only option that they have. And this is it's a level up. It's a step up. You know, some motion is better than no motion, just period. So I'm here. This is the poison I chose to take, and I appreciate them for that. And then again, like I said, it opened up so many other doors that I didn't see coming. I came in wanting to be a company driver. I'm a lease purchase driver now. I'm working towards owning my own truck. That's a goal for me. Also, I have been doing the YouTube thing, the content thing, and it's been moving, but it ain't been moving. Ever since I started posting this trucking content, baby, that thing been going through the roof. I just recently got joined the YouTube partnership program. I'm about to get my plaque soon. Now I get paid off my videos now. I'm about to be touching 10K subscribers. Woo! We almost at our 10K, baby. Shouts out to the Lady Luck community. We is the baddest in the land. So people has just been flocking to my channel off of the trucking content. You feel me? So Western helped with that. They got their pros and their cons. I said it about 50,000 times. I'm probably gonna keep saying it. You know, every company got shit with them. So will I recommend them to any new drivers? Here's what I'll say. For any new driver that's fresh out of school, that don't have no experience under their belt, for any driver that has felonies or any restrictions on your license that will stop you from getting hired at the company that your heart desires, yes, I would recommend you come to Western. You use it as a stepping stone. Use it as a tool to get where you want to be. Come here, get your little 3 months experience, and get the fuck on. Simple. As an experienced driver, no. Hell to the no. I wouldn't recommend that at all. And as experienced drivers, y'all know what's up. No. Bottom of the barrel. I can't go too hard on them, but because I'm here and, you know, I'm here, unfortunately. But we just gonna do it like that. So, next question. Slime Pack Nation would like to know, what are some challenges that I have faced in this industry? Okay. It's been a little while, so I experience a lot of stuff on a daily basis. And one thing about trucking, honey, you can never stop learning. You will never stop experiencing new things on a daily basis. And that's one thing about trucking, because you got a lot of super truckers out here that you can't tell them a bitch ass thing about nothing, honey, because they just think they know it all, seen it all. And that's one thing a vet will tell you: the moment you become complacent in trucking, Bookie, that's the day you need to get out the truck. Because once you get too comfortable, that's when something to catch you off guard. And I'm sorry, I keep cursing. I'm sorry. I do have a potty mouth, and my community knows this, so they rock with me regardless of what. But I'm on somebody else's platform, so I gotta tone it down. I gotta remember that I am not on my platform. I'm sorry, Slime Pack Nation. Let me tone my energy down just a little bit. At least try. Back to the question. Challenges that I face, my number one main challenge for me would be, not only am I a Melanie chocolate woman out here in this industry, but I'm a female out here in this industry. And those two things, baby, not a good combination for me. I have experienced all type of stuff with drivers. And one thing about the trucking industry, it has changed. The look of the industry has changed tremendously. And you have drivers that's old school, that's stuck in their ways, and you know, they're just used to what they're used to. You no longer see these big crunchy behind truck drivers, these Caucasian men jumping out the truck, jumping out of it, rolling out the truck with their butt crack hanging out. You don't see that stuff no more. You see some good, nice looking young ladies out here doing their thing. You see a lot of younger people. You see a lot of my people out here in these trucks doing what they need to do, handling this mug. Okay. So you got a lot of people that's still stuck in those back in the days where it's only a certain type of trucker out here. And I have ran into multiple issues. I've had truckers try to run me off the road, a Caucasian. I've had somebody follow me in a truck. I've had a motherfucker pull his dick out. Pull his penis out. I've experienced all kind of diversity out here on this road. And for me, being a female, being a black female out here, that is challenging for me. I practice safety on my channel at all the time, especially with women. It is very challenging for us. I want to say her name is Candy Monet, in reference to what she said about being a female truck driver. Baby, it's hard out here having a set of titties. I ain't gonna hold you. You are like a walking sex symbol, and it's not even something that we're doing on purpose. It's just like these men, for some reason, are like pigs with their little tongues hanging out. It's like being in jail. Like they ain't never seen P-U-S-S-I before. It's P-U-S-S-I. Like they ain't never seen P-U-S-S-Y before. It's like, come on, I know y'all got families. I know y'all go home to them. It's cat walking all around here. Okay, y'all not in jail. Y'all are free. Y'all living in a free world. I don't understand why it's like we are over sexualized. And it's pretty bad. I have to be careful. I take safety precautions when I drive this truck. I don't go out the truck at night. I do my showering, get my food, everything during the day. I'm already parked, shut down for the night. I try not to park on off ramps or on ramps on the side of the road. I like to park in well lit places where if something do happen, somebody or anybody can hear it, see it. I don't like parking nowhere where there's nobody at least one or two trucks or somebody, just in case something do happen, because you never know. I do my seatbelt trick. I tie my seatbelt to my door handle every single night. I do carry a handy dandy little something on me, just in case I gotta poke a nigga, stab a nigga, gut a nigga, do whatever to get a nigga the fuck up off of me. Cause one thing about it, I'm sorry, I keep cursing. Cause one thing about it, they snatching chicks, okay? And I'm not even just talking about in no truck. That is a thing these days for these people to be snatching females. And baby, don't let you be a nice looking one. They're gonna get a nice little ticket for your good pretty behind. I'm not trying to make it on nobody's milk card. So, you know, I gotta be safe out here when I'm out here. And I'm always aware of my surroundings. I just take multiple precautions when it comes to me being a female out here. And also, I try to dummy myself down and not be all too jazzy. I know I'm a little jazzy right now because I'm doing this video and I'm in the comfort of my truck. I don't have to get out. But I like to be comfortable. As Candy Monet stated, I like to wear certain things when I'm driving. I like to be comfortable. It's like being at home. I'm one of those people that'll pop on a sports bra real quick. It's hot. It's 104 degrees out that thing. Ain't no way I'm gonna be hot and sweaty like that. I just can't do it. So I like to wear, you know, little tights and sports bras just so I can breathe, so I can be comfortable. But it's like you got to be careful when you wear certain stuff like that because it sends off the wrong message. You never know what mindset these dudes be in, okay? You don't know. You can't even blink too sexy without them trying to violate you. It's like, damn, you got to watch yourself. You really got to watch yourself out here and watch what you wear. And jeans, I just don't wear jeans, Jazz. I don't know how you do it, but them things is so uncomfortable to drive in. I don't wear jeans to drive in. I like to be comfortable. I'm driving for a long period of time and I just want to be comfortable, but I can't even be myself out here because you got weirdos and creeps that can't handle, that just can't control their hormones. It's like, calm down. It's so unfortunate that us women can't be ourselves out here in the truck. I think that is super unfair because some of us women do like to look good and feel good and smell good. Not all of us. Some of us. Because some of y'all have us look like the truck, but we ain't gonna go there. Anywho, some of us like to, you know, get jazzy and do what we do and not be feeling uncomfortable or feeling like we're doing too much because we just are being us. Down, boy. Down. Speaking of that, we need some male lot lizards out here with all these female drivers and stuff. The fuck? No, let me stop. But let's get into this last question. Slime Pack Nation would like to know what keeps me motivated. I'm gonna be all the way honest. My community, they just keep me going. Again, shouts out to the Lady Luck community. I love a good, strong support system. And one thing about me, I come from a dysfunctional background. Unfortunately, I didn't come from a household full of love and hugs and kisses and bubbles and lollipops and stuff like that. So when I was a kid, I always told myself that I just don't want to be a hateful person. I don't want to carry hate in my heart. I want to create a loving family of my own, whether it's with a husband and having kids or random strangers. And that's exactly what I did. I created a tribe of people who love me for me, who support me, who want to see the best for me, who pushes me and propels me to be great. That is what keeps me going. My internet crew, I have the ability of touching people without touching people. I don't know none of these people, never met them a day in my life, and I swear it's like a vibe. They are a family, okay? We all love each other. I don't call them fans. I call them cousins because it's a family affair, just period. This is a family that I created for myself, and I love that for myself real bad. I was already shapopping on all my platforms, but now, baby, since I started trucking, I'm really shapopping. You feel me? I use my platforms to push people to be the best version of themselves. I motivate, I heal, I inspire, I entertain, all at the same damn time. I tell you what, you could be the most beautiful thing smoking, baby, but when somebody compliments you on your energy, that is top tier. Not everybody can do that. That is a gift. I have people who are specifically pointing me out saying, I want you as my trainer. I have people trying to pay me. I have people wanting me to train them like real bad. And that's dope. That's dope. That lets me know that I'm doing something right. I even had my recruiter reach out to me, the person who hired me on, and said that it was drivers that was calling in to Welfare Express saying that they wanted a job because of watching me on YouTube, which, yo, that's just dope. If that just touches me in a whole different way. And I'm proud to say and proud to be able to do the things that I do. So shouts out to Welfare Express for that. That is super dope for me. And Western Help opened up that door for me. I have so many people that is inspired by me, by my story, by my energy. I get so many emails and comments and inboxes on a daily basis from all different type of people from all different walks of life who are super excited about getting a CDL, or they'll tell me they just got their permit and they going in the trucking school and they were inspired by me, and that just keeps me going. That is so super dope that, you know, I'm able to touch people in the way that I'm touching people, and I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened like that. And I'm not gonna say if you go to Welfare Express, you're gonna experience the same thing, Boogie. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying those are my experiences. You might experience something totally different, and you know, that's just what it is. Back then when I was trucking, I was just chasing money. Now that I'm trucking, now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I'm chasing purpose. This concludes my questions for Slime Pack Nation. Again, thank you all for allowing me to share my experience with you all. Thank y'all for allowing me to come on the platform and do my ones and twos. Shouts out to the Slime Pack Nation. Shouts out to Jasmine. If you have not already headed over to my page, make sure you head on over to my page, smash that subscribe button. The Lady Luck community would love to have you. One thing you gotta know once you come over to my page, baby, once you come over to the community, to the Lady Luck side, you stuck with me. We cousins now. We family. You stuck with me. Just period. You ain't going nowhere. Anywho, it's your favorite cousin, Lady Luck, aka the Street Prophet, aka the Highway Honey. Until next time, namaste.